Marketing Tips Tuesday with Practicefuel, a 9-step system that will show you everything you need to know to use the internet to grow your practice. My name is Brian Devine, and today we are talking about something a little bit different than we typically cover because I want to make sure that I really kind of hit this home. And maybe you've seen the title of this presentation or this quick little video is, if you are using Google Ads in your practice, then this video is for you. And the reason for that is because one of the things that we are always doing here at Practicefuel is figuring out ways to sort of provide a value first. So rather than have you just hope that we know what we're doing and that we can provide something of value to your practice, we would rather prove to you, show you that we can do that first. And one of the ways that we figured out to do that is using artificial intelligence combined with big data, cramming that all together and making Google ad campaigns more effective than they could have been otherwise. The reason this is so exciting and so powerful is because we don't need you to change anything you're doing now. So if you're running your ads, as long as you're spending about $1,000 or more per month, then we can just install this tool and start seeing if we can get things to work better. If you are currently using a marketing firm that is doing a good job by your standards, then let's see if we can make it even better. You don't have to change who you're working with now, meaning nothing changes on your side, nothing changes on their side. We just grab a little bit of code so that we can start seeing what is happening, and then we can, what we call, push new data into your account so it can be, on average, 32% more effective. That means without changing your ad spend. So if you're currently spending $1,000 a month, you don't change that. You don't increase it or even decrease. I would recommend that you assuming that we're doing great for you, you would want to increase it. But if you're keeping it right where it is, you're going to get more appointments with our tools in place than without. And nothing else has to change. So you don't have to get rid of who you've got. If you're currently doing it right now yourself, then we can work with you that way. We don't actually need to run your ads. Now, if we see that there are problems with your landing pages and things like that, then we might make suggestions and recommendations. But if you've already got that in place, we can just say, hey, if you would just make these little changes, I'm pretty sure it's going to work even better. The concept here is that you don't pay for a thing until we prove that it is worth something for you. Because if at the end of the day, we run it for 30 days and you're like, I don't really think we got anything extra, and our data shows that nothing really happened, we're going to say, hey, thanks for giving us a shot, and we're going to move on. And you get to move on too. And nothing happens to your account. Nothing changes. We don't do anything that would mess up things. It's just a really easy, simple integration so that we can use this big data and artificial intelligence to say, here's how we can make it better. And we let the software do almost all of the lifting. It's pretty amazing. So I'm going to, let's see if I can figure out how it is. I'm going to share screen. Let's see if I can pop that in there. We like to call this proof over promises. Now, if you want to just jump right over, I've got this presentation on a page, and then you can sign up to give us a try. And this is 100% free. And I want to make sure that is clear. This is not like, oh, and by the way, as long as you just give us, your credit card and your firstborn, we'll take care of it. No, this is that simple. It is just, we will run this campaign for you, and assuming that our data is usually going to get within 14 days, we're going to get a great result for you. But we're going to run it for 30 to make sure that it's just going to work perfectly. And at the end of that time, if you want to move forward, we will. And if not, hey, no problem. But thanks for giving us a shot. So you'd go to mojo.topline.rocks. It's that simple, mojo.topline.rocks. And you can watch this presentation. I go through it pretty much in detail. But I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough here, because this is really what we're talking about, is proof over promises. And that means that we want to prove that we can make this work before we, promise you anything. We're just going to show you. So instead of hoping, you're going to know. And we really like that concept a lot better. So that way, we're answering this question of, how do we make sure that a customer is never unhappy with their outcome? What do we do? Well, we just give them the outcome first. And if it doesn't work out, hey, no harm, no foul. Okay, so I'm going to jump down here, because this is what's interesting. It's mathematically proven to deliver 31% more leads from the same ad spend in 30 days or less. And that's just the math. That's pretty exciting. And I'm going to jump down here just so you can get a feel. This was a health practitioner. And we had, you'll see that the Google ad spend actually, it went down just a little bit. Now Google doesn't like that, so they turned it red. They want your ad spend to go up. But then the cost per ad conversion, meaning turning someone into a patient, or excuse me, more than likely this is going to be tracking that they actually came into the office. We had a 48% reduction in cost on that, $26 to do that. So if we can get somebody to come into your office for $26, I think that's outstanding. And if you don't, hey, no problem. Then this, this kind of marketing probably isn't best for you. But if you have been running ads and you don't even know what your cost per conversion is, meaning a cost for getting someone to come in for an appointment, then let's talk about that too, because we want to make sure that you're tracking that. That's pretty important information. So overall, after 14 days, we're typically seeing an average cost per acquisition, meaning turning someone into an appointment, a 21% reduction in that cost. Average cost per click reduction, meaning the cost to have someone click on your ad goes down an average of 38%, and an average click-through rate increase of 26%. And what that means is that because we know which ads are going to perform better, then you're going to get more people clicking through into your ads. It is a massively powerful opportunity, and that's why we want to do that for you. So that's what I have for you today. I want you to take advantage of it. Again, there's no catch. There's no gotcha. We're not going to make you, sign over your firstborn. Nothing like that at all. We want the data too. We want to have more like what I just showed you. We want to have more of those results so that we can just say specifics, like rather than as a whole, this is what we're seeing. We want to be able to say we're consistently seeing this across the board, no matter where we are in the country. So we want you to let us give this a try for you and see if we can make it work. Now, the only caveat really is that you have to be spending at least $1,000 a month in order for this to make really any sense. Because if you're not at that level, it's going to just take too long for the software to figure out what to do and what not to do. So we need to be at about that level or higher in order to have it make sense. So if you have any interest, have any questions, go now to mojo.topline.rocks. Give it a shot. You can watch the video, fill out the form, and we'll get in touch and get you all set up. 100%, no charge, nothing at all. And worst case scenario, we get you a couple extra patients. Didn't cost you anything more than about 30, 40 seconds of your time. All right. That's what I have for you today. I hope you found some value in it. I look forward to seeing you next time on Marketing Tips Tuesday with Practicefuel. That's it for me. Bye for now.